Alright, I will be showing you how to set up a breakaway banner for production. What you need to do first, you'll need to open up your artwork and make sure it is to the correct size. So this is 12 feet by 6 foot. So everything looks correct on here. I know on normal banners you have to add a couple inches all around the banner, but for breakaway banners you're going to need to add extra space on the sides because they're going to make 2 pull pockets for the large poles that people hold up. So the height's going to be the same as a normal banner, you just add an inch on one side. So if it's 72 inches, you'll change it to 74 inches. On the sides, you want to add at least 8 inches on each. So change this to 160. It should always be 160 for the width. Okay, so now it's 160 by 74. So that size looks correct now, but what you need to do for a breakaway banner is you need to leave an inch of space between this design. What they do is they cut this in half and then they make it overlap so that they can put double-sided Velcro on it so the players can actually run through the banner. So the easiest way for me to do that is to make sure, see what size this is. It's 139 inches by 68 inches. And the easiest way for me to do this is to make a square that will cover half of this design. So half of 139 is 69.5, and then you leave the height 68 inches. So this is half of what the size of what this actual design is. So I'm just going to align it to the far right side, and then I'm going to copy it over to cover the other side. Okay, so if you have your selection tool on, all you have to do is hit enter, and then you can put negative 69.5 and by 0. Oops, what did I do? Negative 69.5. And then you're going to hit copy. Okay, so now you have 2 squares on either side that equal the size of the actual design. So what I do is I select this side and then I lock it, and you can do that by hitting Control 2. And then you can select the artwork that's underneath it. You're going to have to make a copy, so you just hit enter and then put 0 in for both of these and then hit copy. And then now you have 2 of these right on top of each other. So the one I have selected, you can lock that as well, so Control 2. And then those should be the only 2 things I have locked in this document. So if you hit Control Alt 2, it unlocks them. And then if you hit Control 7, it'll create a clipping mask on that, just that one side. And you're going to do the same for the other side. Select this, lock it, select the artwork, lock it, unlock, and then hit Control 7 to make a clipping mask. So now you have both sides. And what you're going to do is you need an inch between these, so you're going to copy this over a half of an inch, and don't hit copy because it'll make an actual copy of this side, so just hit OK, so it moves a ½ inch that way. And then do the same on this side except negative 0.5, so it moves it a ½ inch to the left. So there you can see that there is an inch of space between 2 halves of this artwork. And they're going to cut on one side, and then on this 1 inch of space is where they're going to put their Velcro so they can attach these 2 sides together. Alright, and that is how you set up a breakaway banner.